Good morning students. Today we are going to see about the Indus civilization. It is unit 3. So this is the timeline of ancient world civilization. So there are they explain nearly 4 civilization: Mesopotamia, Indus civilization, Egyptian civilization and Chinese civilization. So we are going to see about the Indus civilization. It is second oldest next to Mesopotamia. The Chinese civilization belongs to the China, and our Indus civilization is one among our India constitution when it is before independent. So Mesopotamia, it is in the Arabian area, and Egyptian civilization is in Egypt. Okay. So why people like to settle near rivers? The main reason is the soil is very fertile. They can fertilize the soil, and the fresh water for living thing, for drinking water or irrigation water maybe, and they can easily do goods possible, movement of good. Okay. So what is Harappa? So a British East Indian Company soldier, and he is an explorer named Charles Manson. He visited northwest frontier province, which is now in Pakistan. In that day it is India, Pakistan. He saw some brick months. He wrote the sentence in his book like renewed brick castle with very high walls and towers built on hill. And in 1856, when an engineer laid railway lines between Lahore and Karachi, they discovered these band bricks, and without the knowledge of the significance, they used the brick for the laying railway roads. But this is the image of Sir John Marshall. He is the explorer. In 1920, he explored the Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. Okay. He is a Director General of EAS. He found some common features between Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. So this is the map. Actually, it is India and that is Pakistan. So mainly now it is in Pakistan area. Okay. So you can see so many important places. It is all related or it all along the river of that particular thing. So what is the exact span? So it is a period Bronze Age, and the timing is 3300 BC. This is before BC, that is Christ, and the area is nearly 13 lakh square meter, and we found nearly 6 big cities and more than 200 small villages. So how they civilized? So they well conceived town planning, astonishing machineries and architecture, priority for hygienic and public health. Standardized weights, they find out so many standardized weight machines, solid agricultural and astronomical base. Okay. So these are the two main plan areas of Harappa. One is upper town and another one is lower town. Okay. So the upper town has great bath, administrator buildings, and some important places for that. In the lower town, they have the inhabited by common people. Okay. So this is the picture of the Harappa. This is like they will build, and the second thing is the exactly picture or exactly what they excavated. Okay. The street are well planned, and the roads were widened, and it is rounded with corners. That corners are very rounded, and the buildings have one or more stories, that is floors. Okay. So they have many rooms. A single house has many rooms with country yard and as well as a well for each home. Okay. And similarly they have toilets and bathrooms. They built the house with the help of the dried bricks, that is sun dried bricks, and the bricks are in a uniform size. Okay. So they are very planned. But the important thing is there is no conclusion evidence for a place for worship. There is no church or similarly a temple like architecture are not be evidenced. Okay, this is what the main thing. And the drainage system. Okay, in the drainage system, the drains are covered with bricks. They didn't open, there is no open drainage system, they are covered, and each and every home there have a outlet, and the holes are provided at a regular interval, so for draining purpose, the cleaning purpose and all. Okay, so the out drains they passed and they were empty into the main drainage system. Okay, so this is the Great Bath, that is Mohenjo-daro, and this is exactly executed image, and they have a large and rectangular tank like country yard. They have a waterproof structure also. It's an example for waterproof structure, and there are rooms on 3 sides, water drawn from well located in country yard and drain afterward. So this is the great granary. The granary means for storing good grains, food grains like wheat, barley, millets, simsen and pulses. So they use this for grain. So they are very well planned city. They are planned for future. So from this thing we can say that these people are well civilized. Okay, they have an assembly hall. Yeah, there is a huge assembly hall find out at Mohenjo-daro. It has nearly 20 pillars and 4 rows to support the roof. Okay, and you may amazed, they have the habit of trade and transport. Okay, they use standardized weights and measures to for trading purpose, and they from the artifact we can find out that they used a cart with spokeless solid wheels. There is no spokes, it's a solid wheel. Nowadays we say an alloy wheel. Like that, the carts are used with spokeless solid wheels. And they have a very good trading concept with other civilization also. For example, King Naraman Singh of Akkadian Empire, Sumerian, now they called as Sumerian, they brought jewelry from the land of Mughela, the region of Indus Valley. This is mentioned regarding Naraman Singh. So they use a cylindrical seal similar to those found in Persian Gulf and Mesopotamia. So Mesopotamia, there they found some seal to identify. So this is the seal. Like we nowadays we are using some seals. No, similarly they are also used. This is resembling the Mesopotamia seal also. Okay. So there is a dockyard at Lothal. This Lothal is in the Sapramathi river in Gujarat. Okay, they found this Lothal in Gujarat. So leader in Mohenjo-daro. So every people or every group of people have some leaders, and these leaders have some character. For example, the picture shows. So we can say he was very compact and bred, finely trimmed person, and he has an headband in the head. The picture shows no, there is an ornament in the head, and the left shoulder is covered with shawl. They use shawl to cover it, and the right hand they have an ornament also. You can see in the picture there is an ornament. So he is the leader, seems to be the leader of the particular civilization people. So what is the technology? So they use standardized weight and measuring for trading purpose also. Okay, you can see the in the picture. These are the thing taken from that particular area. So do you know the hidden treasure of Indus civilization? So they use apparels, that is the fabrics they are using. What is the costume they use, and the clay, spindles, unearth are the evidence. The wool was also used for their clothing purpose. And similarly, love and peace. So they use some weapons, but there is no evidence of army. They have some weapons, they use some weapons, but there is no evidence of army or soldier or like that. Similarly, they have a great garments and precious jewelries, but the people are very love and peaceful. They live in a peaceful manner only. So this is a top view from the Mohenjo-daro. So ornaments, they use so many ornaments. Like today's, they use necklace, armlets, bangles, finger rings, ear studs, and anklets. And they are made up of gold, silver, ivory, copper, terracotta, precious stones, and all. So this is the example. This is the thing they got. They assemble nowadays. They assemble, but the element they got and they assembled into a good ornament. And who governed them? So as the picture symbolizes the hero or the head of the particular people or particular society. Okay. So what is the occupation? Well, occupation is mainly the main occupation is trading, but agriculture, handicraft, pottery making, jewelry making, weaving, carpentry. These are the some of the occupation they does. The main thing is trading. Okay. So this is the picture. They use the wheel to do the pottery work. So this is the potter wheel, what we saw in the earlier picture. So with that they used to make this pottery. Okay, with some animal figures and geometrical design on the particular pottery also. So religious belief. So there is no particular evidence for they worship some particular god or thing, but there is an artifact saying the mother goddess. It's similar to a lady or a female figure executed from that particular area. And really they are very interested in creating toys also. So toy culture is also there. So many artifacts are taken from that particular area. Male dancer, dog, clay, small clay monkeys, like so many things they made. So what happened to Harappa? Okay, how the Harappa was vanished? So because of the repeated floods, ecological changes, innovations, natural calamities, climatic changes, deforestation. So these are so many things we are suggesting, or we are thinking that this thing will be affect that Harappa civilization to vanish. So students, I think you can understand the thing. Like my video and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.